The one thing that made Gordon Ramsay cry, it was like losing a girlfriend. So keep watching to find out. Gordon Ramsay, the celebrity chef, is not known for his tenderness. The husband and father of 5 is known for his heated kitchen arguments. That tough-as-nails exterior has been tried before. The chef even broke down in tears. Hello and welcome to yet another exciting video from our channel. In this video, we'll tell you when Gordon Ramsay cried. But first, please subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon to ensure that you never miss another video from us. So this is what happened. Gordon Ramsay owns a large number of restaurants. Gordon Ramsay is used to making headlines as one of the most controversial chefs in TV and culinary history. Throughout his career, the owner of 35 restaurants worldwide has had his share of successes and failures. Ramsay's accomplishments, aside from his legendary documented short fuse, include receiving 16 Michelin stars in total. The chef achieved celebrity chef status in 1998 when his television series Boiling Point became popular in the United Kingdom. Ramsay has since made television staples such as Hell's Kitchen, Kitchen Nightmares, and Gordon Ramsay's 24 Hours to Hell and Back just as successful. While the Scottish-born chef appears unflinching, there is one incident that has Ramsay in tears. What was it that made Ramsay cry? Ramsay's numerous restaurants, including his signature restaurant Gordon Ramsay in Chelsea, London, may have received 16 Michelin stars over the years, but he now only has 7, which is still impressive. Ramsay's New York restaurant, London, lost one of its 2 Michelin stars in 2014. According to the Daily Mail, Ramsay was very emotional following the star incident, in which Michelin described the food as erratic. "I started crying when I lost my stars," Ramsay said on a Norwegian TV show at the time. "It's an emotional experience for any chef. It's like breaking up with a girlfriend. You desire her return." Since 2001, his signature restaurant, Restaurant Gordon Ramsay in Chelsea, London, has maintained its 3 Michelin stars. How does a celebrity chef like Gordon Ramsay lose star power? The process of gaining or losing Michelin stars is somewhat mysterious. Every 18 months, anonymous inspectors visit the restaurant. A single star requires 4 inspections. It may take up to 10 visits to obtain all 3 stars. If your restaurant is flagged for potential star loss, the inspector will grade it based on a few criteria, all of which revolve around the creativity, quality, and value of the food served. According to Michael Ellis, director of the Michelin Guide, Ramsay's restaurant had issues with consistency, and consistency is a huge thing for us. "I personally went there. We've had some very erratic meals," Ellis said of his visit to London. He went on to say that he didn't really know what was going on in the kitchen and that the restaurant was quite unstable. "If we award a star or take one away, we know the difference it'll make to somebody's business," one inspector previously told The Telegraph. "So we have to be absolutely certain and go as many times as necessary to ensure consistency." Chef Ramsay may have lost a couple of stars for that one restaurant, but considering all of his other investments, he's doing just fine. Gordon Ramsay's true reason for losing his Michelin stars. Gordon Ramsay is a well-known chef who has much to be proud of. He's built up quite a reputation for himself over the years and is regarded as a notable name in the field. Ramsay had hoped to become a professional soccer player before suffering an injury. According to his official website, he then studied hotel management and worked with a number of well-known chefs, including Albert Rowe, Guy Savoy, and Marco Pierre White. Ramsay's efforts didn't go unnoticed for long. Just 3 years after starting at Aubergine in London, Ramsay managed to earn the restaurant 2 Michelin stars. Since then, the celebrated chef has only advanced and evolved as a chef, earning several more Michelin stars throughout his illustrious career. He hasn't always been able to keep those prestigious awards. Continue reading to find out why Ramsay lost some of his Michelin stars. Ramsay has lost a number of Michelin stars. According to Cheat Sheet, Ramsay has worked extremely hard at many prestigious restaurants throughout his career, earning him 16 Michelin stars. Unfortunately, he has lost many of them and now only has 7. To be clear, restaurants frequently lose their coveted Michelin stars. Nonetheless, Ramsay has struggled to accept his losses. "When I lost my stars, I started crying," he lamented. "It's an emotional experience for any chef. It's like breaking up with a girlfriend. You desire her return." Oh man. So what happened to Ramsay's stars in the first place? The reason is straightforward. His dishes were inconsistent. Nonetheless, Ramsay remains extremely popular in the industry. Since 2001, his restaurant, Restaurant Gordon Ramsay, has received 3 Michelin stars. Ramsay is also the first Scottish chef to receive 3 Michelin stars. This is quite impressive. Ramsay has run into unexpected roadblocks. Ramsay suffered a major setback in 2013 when his restaurant, Gordon Ramsay at London and New York City, lost both of its Michelin stars. According to Eater, this had never happened before. No restaurant had ever lost 2 Michelin stars at the same time due to quality concerns. Things weren't as simple as they appeared. It's true that Ramsay was an integral part of the restaurant when it first opened in 2006, and that it received 2 Michelin stars in less than 2 years. However, due to financial constraints, Ramsay decided to sell the restaurant in 2009 and hand it over to the London hotel. Gordon Ramsay is not involved in the day-to-day running of the restaurants or kitchens, as is a licensing agreement, a representative said, but it's in communication regarding updates and changes at the restaurant. Nonetheless, Ramsay's reputation suffered as a result of the loss of Michelin stars. Gordon Ramsay in London, according to Michelin officials, simply didn't stay impressive in terms of quality and delivered lackluster meals. "We've had issues with consistency," Michelin Guide director Michael Ellis explained, "and consistency is a huge thing for us." He places a high value on the Michelin stars. Ramsay expressed his displeasure in 2019 with chefs who don't take their Michelin stars seriously and either return them to the organization or refuse to accept the honor in the first place. According to Ramsay, it's a team effort, and if a chef refuses to accept the designation, everyone loses via the Straits Times. Whether it's an Emmy, an Oscar, a BAFTA, or a Michelin star, it's the icing on the cake, he explained. His restaurant game is formidable. Ramsay's official website currently lists over 35 open restaurants in the UK, US, France, Dubai, Malaysia, Singapore, and China. He has well over 50 in total. Ramsay has received 21 Michelin stars in his career, 7 of which he currently holds. However, Ramsay's most dramatic Michelin moment came in 2013 when his New York restaurant lost both of its Michelin stars in one fell swoop after an anonymous Michelin inspector said there were quality issues with the food. Ramsay reportedly cried when he heard the news, despite the fact that he no longer owned the restaurant, which closed in 2014, according to Eater. Interestingly, many of Ramsay's restaurants serve simple fare. Pizza, fish and chips, and burgers are all popular. Will that burger set you back nearly $20? Yes, unless you get the Harrods one for $106. Is it, however, a great burger? Almost certainly. These dishes aren't likely to be found in Michelin-starred restaurants, but they are likely to be found in more affordable restaurants where ordinary people can eat something touched by some of Chef Ramsay's incredibly high standards. All of his restaurants, no matter how fancy, contribute to a sizable annual income. Gordon Ramsay is the world's 3rd wealthiest chef. So we've known that Gordon Ramsay's net worth is around $220 million, and we've examined some of the various income streams that contribute to that impressive figure. We hadn't mentioned it yet, but he was awarded an Order of the British Empire by the Queen in 2006 for his contributions to the hospitality industry. Surprisingly, his net worth places him as the 3rd richest chef in the world. According to Wealthy Gorilla, his $220 million puts him just ahead of Nobu Matsuhisa with $200 million and far behind number 2, Jamie Oliver with $400 million and number 1, Alan Wong with $1.1 billion. However, Jamie Oliver's restaurant group went into administration, British for bankrupt in 2019 with reported debts of more than $100 million, bringing Oliver's new net worth of around $300,000. Still not bad. Of course, 2020 was a bad year for everyone, but it was especially bad for the restaurant industry. According to his official website, Alan Wong was forced to close all of its restaurants, and Gordon Ramsay was not unaffected. He told Delish in February 2021 that he estimated his restaurants lost $80 million during the pandemic. Although there's no doubt that the world's wealthiest chefs will be back in the kitchen in no time, their post-pandemic net worth calculations may differ. And that's all we have for now. Thanks for watching. What are your thoughts on the matter? Let's know in the comments. If you enjoyed it, please tell your friends about it and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content like this. See you in the next video.